Welcome, friends, and thank you for joining us on another gameplay video. I was talking in my last video on I did a video on Automobilista, and we was talking about handling and different characteristics of particular the sims and how they go together. And one of the comments that I made at the time was around Assetto Corsa Evo and how I found the handling on Automobilista a little bit more predictable. In particular, we were talking about the Supra Mk4. We briefly mentioned that, whereby I found it quite difficult to catch the car when it's drifting. So, for example, during a transition, find it very difficult to catch. Now, that might be down to wheel setup, that might be down to just complete ineptitude of skill, but what I was hoping to do was just do 3 or 4 laps around Suzuka, maybe a couple more, we'll see how we go for time, and just try to understand the car a little bit more. But I guess what I'm really looking for from those that are drifting experts, and I suppose those that have got really good rigs and those that have got really basic rigs like myself, how have you got the car set up? What are you doing? How are you doing it differently? Is there anything instantly that you can spot that will help me just master this car a little bit more? So without further ado, we'll jump in and we'll do a few laps around Suzuka. And yeah, I really welcome people's thoughts on what stands out. I'll try and talk through what I'm doing at the time, because the caveat is I am not a drifter. I would like to be. And yeah, any support individuals can give me would be really beneficial. So I do tend to use in-car view, so we'll just pull the camera back slightly. For context, Logitech G920 wheel, it's an old wheel. I get that, I know that, I don't plan on keeping it necessarily for eternity. Using obviously 3-pedal setup. I do not have a e-brake, so at the moment I've got that kind of mapped onto, I don't know, I've got it mapped somewhere anyhow. But I think that's probably where some of my challenges are beginning. But what I was kind of hoping to do is just to learn from yourselves how to keep control of the car, maybe just using the clutch to pedals, and obviously wheel inputs, accelerator inputs, just to see how we go. So anything you can share tip-wise would be hugely appreciated. So I think I've got the indicators mapped. So we've got the turbo, we've got the wipers mapped, that's good. Turbo level, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit just because I find it snapping all over the place. So what I find is I can't seem to get just a gentle slide. It's the snap is the bit that I'm really struggling to catch. Now I don't know if my wheel inputs are just awful. I can't actually... Oh, you can see my wheel inputs, I believe. That's the sort of thing that I struggle with. So I tried to just use the clutch there to kick the back of the car out, and then it all goes terrible. So that's the first lap of misery. Let's try again. So as I say, we've only got the boost on 50% at the moment. That was a little bit better. So the challenge I've got there is I think I've actually got the handbrake mapped on the keyboard, bizarrely, purely because I couldn't get to it quick enough. Yeah, I originally I had the handbrake mapped onto the A button on the steering wheel, and what I was finding with that, I couldn't get to it as I was going through. So I acknowledge I probably need to get a proper handbrake set up at time if I want to have any sort of luck with things. But I'm assuming it must be possible also to do so with just clutch and pedals. We'll try and turn... that's where I'm struggling. I just... I don't know if I'm overcorrecting. I don't feel like I can kind of get it balanced right, maybe. Turn the wipers on again, because we need to. Alright, let's try 70% turbo. If anyone knows any good tutorial videos as well on how to drift on this game, that would be beneficial. I'm sure you can hear the noise from the wheel as well. And I don't know... You see, what I'm finding, when I watch a lot of the videos online, I feel like people are using the throttle to steer the car, whereas when I do it, I'm oversteering it. But also, what I find is I almost just end up catching the slide of the car and straighten it out rather than driving it with the steering, with the throttle. See, I'm off the throttle there when I suppose my preference is I'd like to remain on it, making lots of smoke. So we're going to go full boost. We'll do 2 more laps. Nice short video. As I say, what I'm really after and would be really appreciated is just feedback. Take the piss. By all means, take the piss, because I know this is atrocious, and do love a bit of banter. You know, tell me never to step in a vehicle again. But you know, for those of you out there that know and like to share wisdom, I'm very, very open to learning. Now I'm finding now I'm almost... lost the ability to talk there. Yeah, there we go. So I've gone too much on the... Oh, again. It's not going well. It's not going well at all. Final lap. Let's see if we can piece something together. Let's see if we've learned anything. I think I've maybe learned 100% boost is not a winner. Maybe I've cooked my tyres too much. Don't know what I did there. I just understeered basically. So we pieced nothing together at that point. I don't know if I'm unsettling the car by trying to flick... Well, obviously you are going to unsettle it by trying to flick it in, but I don't know if I'm doing it too much. It could be my force feedback settings which aren't helping. So yeah, anything that you can share would be much appreciated. So yeah, there we go. That's just a very open video about a complete lack of skill that I have in the world of drifting. I genuinely want to learn. I know I've not got the best setup, so anything you individuals can share that would be hugely appreciated. And we'll put a little montage of some of the crashes. I might interlace one or two through the video. So yeah, thank you very, very much if you made it to the end. Any likes, shares, subscribes, hugely appreciated. Thanks very much.